Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Ethereum continues to have difficulties to win the fight here around, or the bulls have difficulties to win the fight around the 200-day moving average. So a structurally very important level here to continue the way to the upside was that $3,412, that previous wave 4 high. We can see that Ethereum seriously struggled with that. It dipped then, however, it pushed in one big move on the 1st of April through that resistance level and is now above it. Well, not comfortably, but it is above that, but it currently struggles more than expected to push higher and above the 200-day moving average. Now, that is a bit concerning because it just could, well, concerning or not concerning, but it just means that it is struggling at the moment, and if it cannot push here through that 200-day moving average on a sustainable basis, it might still turn around, and it is still at a risk that despite this strong move up that it did in the last couple of weeks, it could still come down once more in the target area. Yeah, the problem is that we can see is now that it's losing momentum on the daily, so you can see it on the daily MACD, momentum going down, and the RSI is also losing momentum. So is the stochastic RSI on the daily. We can see that Ethereum was overbought. It's now coming down a little bit. And if this plays out on the daily, so for example, in the shape of a bearish crossover on the MACD, this could then lead to Ethereum breaking again below that $3,412 level. Now, there are a few ways of how we can count this move now. My primary expectation that is very similar to the what I expect for Bitcoin is actually that all of this coming down here was a wave A. We're now seeing here a wave B in the shape of an ABC correction, and this wave B can come into that target range here between 3,850 and 4,600. So I think certainly in the current scenario the price has a good potential to move up higher. However, to do that, it needs to break that 200-day moving average, and the minimum requirement of that correction is actually already complete, because if we take a look at the Fibonacci levels, didn't want to do that. Look at the Fibonacci retracement levels, even though I've got the most likely the target area there, the minimum that this move needs to do, and a wave B, so if we say this is a wave B, and it is the same scenario as my primary scenario in Bitcoin, Bitcoin in the same scenario would have to get to 51K to reach that 50% Fibonacci retracement level. That is the minimum that a wave B would need to do. So that wave B here to the upside, because in the end it would be here a larger wave A down, a wave B up, and a wave C down once more, which would indicate that we could even make a lower low. All right. But the minimum requirement for that is complete. The 50% Fibonacci retracement level is reached, and from here it could theoretically already turn down, but more likely would be one of these higher levels. And I can just see that I think I need to move that target area slightly here. It shifted probably, but this would be between 3,890 and 4,640. That is where I would expect primarily in the current scenario the price to land. To do that, however, the price needs to push above that 200-day moving average, which is currently at around $3,500. There is still a chance that this is also not a wave B, but just continues to be also like in my alternative Bitcoin scenario, that this is just a wave 4, and that we're coming down once more in a wave 5. This is again very similar. It just would mean that the price would probably not push much higher, but we go down straight away. The scenario that we go to new all-time highs from here, I find in the meantime fairly unlikely. It is possible, but to do that anyway, the price would need to push through that green zone, and only when the price really breaks the all-time high level, then we can really talk about it. It is still, in terms of what the price is doing here, not, for me, the structure isn't there yet. The price structure, if I take a look at this looks so much like a three-wave structure, A, B, C. It's striking, how clearly this is a three-wave move. So more likely than not, I always told you when we break above that $3,412 level, then the chances definitely increase that we push much higher. And at the moment, I think this would be the next target area where we get into, and to really get to new all-time highs, we would need to take a look then at the structure, to take a look at how meaningful is that and how likely is it based on what Ethereum has done. Has Ethereum already created a first 5-wave impulse to the upside? At the moment, I can't see it. Yeah, I can't see it, and therefore primarily I think we are here in a corrective wave still. Okay, so, and it would also make sense in the light of the Bitcoin scenarios in both waves really, or in both scenarios really, that I have for Bitcoin, where we would come down once more lower. So either way, and even if we go to new all-time highs from here, there will be another dip at some point, and I would use that as an entry point. Should it really now develop here a 5-wave move to the upside, which again currently I cannot see yet, then I would then still be able to formulate another entry point at a later stage, where I would then start or continue to dollar cost average in. But for now, I'm really happy with Ethereum, because this down here was the target area. Yeah, and in the target area, I filled my bags with Ethereum. I made that very clear in the videos. And this was the level where with the highest probability Ethereum would turn around, and it did it. Yeah, and from here, I mean, we had these target areas on the chart since November. Yeah, even when we were trying here to make a new all-time high, I remember that in the beginning of December, I showed you that target area down here. Yeah, in the end we got into it, didn't we? So from here now, from the low, we made around 65%. Not bad for Ethereum. Yeah, other altcoins have made more, of course, but they have less market cap, so that is, you know, no reason to be surprised. And that is currently my view here on Ethereum, really. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.